Alright, starting on the game, we got Caden on draw, Dallin, Keegan, Eric, and Lewis. Loose ball here. Axemen get it off the draw. Work it up to center. Loose ball again, get it back. Axemen bring it around to the top. Picked off on a loose ball by Dallin. Brings it up here, one-on-one. Dallin cuts back, loses the ball. Gets it back. Pass it back to Eddie. Eddie down to Eric on the far side. Eric to Nolan. Nolan off the bench. Gets the shot, misses there. Jeremiah grabs it. Cuts back to the middle. Shot, save. Doesn't get through. Another save. Gets a reset. Save again. Another reset. Axemen come up with the ball. Bringing it up the floor. Ball tipped, loose. Axemen grab it. Jack on the far side. Gets it back to the middle. Back to the middle there. Shot. Big save by Morgan. Pass it up to AJ. AJ bringing it down. JJ off the, Jamie off the bench, gets it. AJ changes. Pass it to Cole on the close side here. Cole to the middle, shoots and scores. Nope, they're calling a crease violation. And Axemen bring the ball up the floor. Axemen have it on the far side. Peeks around his guy. Pass it to the corner. Back up top. Far side. Shot saved by Morgan. Pass it off to Teo. Teo brings it up the floor. Ty comes off the bench. Goes down the far side. Ty to Eric. Gets a shot, save. Couldn't pick it up as he went through the crease. Axemen grab it, bring it up the floor. Have it on the far side. Cut into the middle. Shot saved by Morgan. Morgan passes it off to Lewis. Lewis bringing it up the floor. Long pass up to Ty. Ty tries to deke around his guy, loses the ball. Axemen grab it, got a partial break here. Gets a shot. Over and back into the crease. Axemen ball. Axemen have it on the far side. Up to the top, in the middle. Cuts back. Griffin has it on that. Cuts. Another shot. Another shot. Another save by Morgan. Couple of big saves there. Keegan has it. Brings it up the floor to Connor. Back to AJ. AJ gets around his guy. Making a line change here. AJ to the middle. Axemen getting a penalty here. Two-minute penalty here for the Axemen. AJ starts with the ball. Brings it down the far side to Eric, down to Gray. Gray back to Eric. Eric back to AJ. AJ to Connor. Connor down to Dallin in the corner. Back to Connor. Back to Dallin. Axemen put a little pressure. Axemen get the ball. Axemen bring it up the floor. Pass to the middle. Gray intercepts it on the pass. Sets back up on the power play here. AJ back up top. Pass it to Eric. Eric recovers the ball. Back to AJ in the middle. Down to Gray. Back to Eric. Back to AJ up top. Dallin has it on the close side here. Shot clock violation. Axemen take over. Long pass up to the far end. Doesn't connect. AJ has the ball. Bringing it up the floor. Making a line change. Ty has it on the top. Over to Teo. Teo down to Eddie. Eddie back to Ty to Teo. Just can't connect. Axemen goalie has it. Pass it up. Almost intercepted by Ethan. Picked up by Nolan. Nolan to Ty in the middle. Over to Eddie on the far side. Eddie cuts to the middle. Shoots. Misses the net. Ball bounces up. Axemen grab it at center after he gets out of the box from the penalty. Loses the ball at center. Axemen get it back. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Axemen. Axemen regain the ball, got a reset. Another save by Morgan. Morgan passed it out to Eddie on the far side. Cuts back. Pass it down to Jamie. Jamie loses the ball. Axemen grab it, start running up the floor. Long pass. Oh, tries to make the long pass, doesn't connect. Axemen shoot, missed the net. Dallin grabs it. Back to Eddie. Over to Jeremiah. Jeremiah brings it up the floor. Set it over to Lewis. Lewis cuts back to the middle. Pass it off to Connor. Connor with a shot. Doesn't get through. Axemen goalie grabs it. Makes a short pass to Jack. Still gets the ball at center. Pass it back to Griffin. He loses the ball, gets it back. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Axemen bring it up the floor. Three seconds on the shot clock. Shot, missed shot. Hawks take over. AJ has it. Down to Gray in the corner. Back to AJ. Crease violation. Brings the ball up the floor. Long pass for the Axemen. Lost the ball. Hawks grab the ball in the corner. Nolan brings it up the floor. Got somebody chasing him. Pass it off to Eddie. Doesn't connect. Axemen pick it up behind the net. Bring it up the floor to the far side. Guy gets a lane to the net. Gets a save by Morgan. Picked up by Jeremiah. Jeremiah brings it up the floor. He's got Eddie with him. Cuts back. Pass it off to Eric. Eric down to Eddie in the corner. Eddie has the ball. Pass in the corner to Jamie. Jamie cuts around his guy, gets a lane to the net. Shoots, misses the net, out of bounds. Axemen take over with a long pass up. Connor defending well here. Axemen have the ball, try to pass it to the far side. Back to the close side here. Behind the net, back out front. Another save by Morgan. Pass it off to Caden. Caden to Eric. Eric to Keegan. Keegan takes it down the far side. Finishing the line change. Keegan passes it down to Lewis. Lewis over to Dallin. Dallin tries to get a shot through, doesn't get it through. 1 second. Cole gets a shot on net, gets the reset. Dallin picks it up. Pass doesn't make it to the net there. Axemen bring it up the floor. Got numbers here. Oh, cut back. Axemen have it on the close side here. Pass it off to his guy going to the net. Saved by Morgan. Axemen got the reset. Tries to go around Dallin, doesn't make it. Passes out. Ball gets dropped. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Axemen bring it back up the floor to pass center. On the far side. Dallin grabs the ball. Nice save by Morgan. Pass it up to Lewis. Doesn't connect. Ball goes past him. Axemen pick it up. Missed the net. HOKS ball on the out of bounds. Nolan brings it up the floor. Over to Ty. Ty has it, passes it to Gray. Gray gets around Charlie. Gets a shot, gets the reset. Ty picks it up. Ethan gets a shot there, doesn't get, gets kind of hit into the goalie there. Axemen come up with the ball. Nolan intercepts. Pass it up to Ty on the far side. Illegal pick there. Axemen bring it up the floor. Pass it. Have it on the close side here, back to the far side. Shot, Morgan with the save. Pass it off to Teo. Teo grabs it, pass it off to Eddie. Eddie has it on the far side up top. Pass it over to Dallin on the close side here. Gets a shot on the shot clock. Over and back in. Hawks ball in the corner. Cole has it up to Dallin. Dallin over to Eddie. Eddie back to Dallin. Dallin back to Jeremiah. Trips and falls, loses the ball. Loose ball, foul, Hawks ball. Eric gets the ball back. AJ has it. Pass it down to Eddie. Back to Nolan. Over to Jamie. Back to Ethan. Shot from the outside. Saved by Lane. Passes the ball up. Has it on the close side. Pass it over the far side. Back to the middle here. Axemen making the change here. Axemen have it on the close side. Shot saved by Morgan. AJ making a run here. Gets around his guy. Crease violation. Axemen bring the ball up the floor. Axemen have it in the corner. Pass it across over the boards. Hawks ball at center. Keegan brings it up. Pass it over to Gray on the far side. Gray back to Ty in the middle here. Back to Dallin. Dallin dekes around a bit. Over to Ty. Ty to Ethan. Tries to get a shot through, doesn't get through. Dallin picks it up. Ball gets loose. Axemen bringing it up the floor. Ball knocked loose. Hawks grab the ball. Up the tail. Gets a shot. Saved by Lane. Grabs the ball, looking to make a pass. Pass it up to this player. Axemen have it at center on the far side. Bringing it down the far side. Charlie has it on the close side. Back over to the far side. Cuts to the net. Big save by Morgan again. Axemen grabbed the ball off the reset there. Axemen have it on the over to the close side here. Down to the close corner. Try to pass to the middle, doesn't get through. Nolan grabs it. Gets hit, couple guys, loses the ball. Axemen take over. Back to the middle. Over to the far side. Ball sneaks loose. Down to the far corner. Back to the middle. Misses the net. Axemen grab the ball in the close corner here. Passes it back. Gets a shot, scores. Caden on the draw again. Keegan, Eric, Dallin, and Lewis. Eric picks it up off the ground, gets it over to himself, and then loses it on the boards. Axemen bring it up the floor. Pass out of bounds off the tip off the Axemen stick. Hawks ball in front of their bench. Lewis grabs it. Pass it over to Keegan. Keegan to Eddie. Making a line change here. Eddie has it on the far side. Back to AJ. Back to Eddie. Eddie down the corner to Jamie. Jamie cuts to the middle. Falls. AJ tries to get a shot. Doesn't get on net. Goes out of bounds. End of the first period. 1-0 for the Axemen. All right, back for the second. All right, Caden on the draw here. Dallin grabs the ball off the draw. Brings it up the floor. Across the center. Brings it down the far side. Cuts to the middle. Down to the close corner. To Lewis. Lewis back to Dallin. Gets it through and scores. Nice shot from the outside. Dallin ties it 1-1. Caden back on the draw here. Eric picks it up off the draw, brings it down, passes it to the middle. Oh, just out of the reach of Dallin coming down. Dallin knocks it loose. Ethan grabs it, passes it over to Dallin. Dallin passes it back to Keegan. Keegan passes it up to Eddie. Makes a change. Eddie pass it almost gets intercepted. Pass it down to Eric. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Gets a shot on net. Saved by the goalie. Axemen pick it up. Got a far guy down there. Saved by Morgan. Over and back in. Just walk through the crease. Too quick on the play there. Got to set her up in the corner. Ball's in the corner. Connor passes it up to Eddie on the close side. Eddie gets to center. Everyone's making a change here. Pass it off to Cole. Pull down to Caden. Caden down to AJ. Wicked deke by AJ, and puts it in the open net. .51, 55 left in the second period here. 2-1 Hawks. Hayden back on the draw, wins it back. Axemen win it, pass it back, lose the ball. Axemen have it, pass it over to the far side. Jack with the shot, saved by the goalie. Gray grabs it. Gets a picks the ball up, goes down, does a nice deke, scores. Right, Nolan on the draw here. 15:35 left in the second, 3-1 Hawks. Nolan went a little quick on that. Axemen get the ball. Axemen bring it down. Axemen have it on the close side. Pass it to the middle. Ball gets loose. Cody has it on the close side here, looking to make a shot. Misses the net. Hawks grab the ball, bringing it up the floor. Jamie making a run for it. Guy's sleeping a little bit. Hawks gain possession of the ball. I think that's Connor. Pass it up to Ty up top. Down to Eddie on the close side. Eddie down the corner to Jamie. Jamie up the middle to Cole. Cole gets a shot, gets partially blocked, hits the goalie. Goalie's looking to make a long pass here. Pass it up, Griffin grabs it. Waiting for the line change. Pass it over to the guy on the closest side up top. Back to the far up top. Back to the close side here. Far side. Gets down the corner. Shot misses the net. Shot clock violation. Hawks ball. Ty grabs it. Starts running it up the floor. Ty pass it off to Dallin up top. Gray comes on the floor. Gets another shot, reset. Hits the goalie out of bounds. Hawks get it back. Hawks have it, bring it out of the corner. It's Dallin. Nice shot. Misses the net. Gray tries to get the rebound there. Doesn't hit the goalie. Axemen throw it down the floor. Morgan grabs it. Pass it off to Dallin. Dallin starts bringing it up the floor. He's got a guy watching him. Gets over center. Still has it on the far side. Pass it to the close side. Hawks is getting a penalty here. Two minutes for holding. Axemen going to the power play. First power play of the game for Axemen. Axemen make a pass off the bat there. Gonna lose it, get it back. Cody has it up top, down to the far corner. Back up top. Gets it in the middle, Jack. Nice save by Morgan. In tight. Pass it off to Cole. Gotta get across center, guys. Gotta get across center. Violation of time there. Didn't get across center in 10 seconds. Axemen bring it back. Minute 13 left on the power play. Axemen have it on the far side up top. Cody shoots from up top, misses the net. Ball goes all the way down the floor. Lane grabs it. Pass it back up to Cody. Over to the far side. Down low. Back up to Cody. Another save by Morgan. Hawks grab the ball from behind the net. Looking to make it across center. Keegan gets across center, makes sure, throws it down the corner. Axemen bring it up the floor. Looking to make a change here. That reset was like 20 seconds late. Axemen have it up top. Axemen throw it down. Hawks grab it, start running up the floor. Gets it to AJ at center. Penalty's over, 5-on-5. AJ down the corner to Ty. Ty passes it across to Connor. Connor back to Ty. Back to Ethan. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it down to Jeremiah. Got the shot off, got the reset, but Axemen coming off the bench. Saved by Morgan. AJ grabs it. Pass it up to Ty. Hawks making a change here. Ty pass it down to Eddie in the corner. Eddie brings it back up top to Dallin. Dallin gets around his guy. Down to Eddie. Gets a shot on net, saved by Lane. Axemen grab the ball, start bringing it up the floor. Axemen have it on the close side here. Over to the far side. So Charlie loses the ball. Ty grabs it. Starts going down the floor. Gets around a guy. Gets a shot on net. Save. Axemen take over. Grab the ball. Pass it up to the far side. Make a long pass. Doesn't get through. Morgan grabs it. Makes a long pass to Eddie. Gets the ball. Pass it off to Eric. Eric gets through. Hits the post. Teo grabs it. Has a guy on him right away. Eric gets it. Pass it back to Gray. Gray down to Eddie in the corner. Axemen grab it, bring it up the floor. Cuts back a little bit, waits for the change. Axemen lose the ball, get it back. Cody has the ball on the close side here. Gray grabs it. Works around his guy, gets up to center, looking to make a change. Pass it off. Over to Connor on the far side. Connor shoots, scores! Timeout called. I believe Axemen. All right, after the Axemen timeout, back here, 4-1 Hawks. We had a lead last time. We got to try to maintain it this time. 6:21 left in the second. Caden wins the draw back. Axemen get it. Keegan fighting with it, with the guy in the corner for the ball. Ball still loose in the corner. Still loose off the draw. Axemen gained possession. Axemen get a shot from outside, scored 4-2. Nolan on the draw here. Hawks win it. Connor picks it up. Pass it down to Gray. On the close side here. Gray over to Connor on the far side. Gets around his guy. Saved by Lane. Axemen grab the ball, bring it back. Axemen bringing it down the floor. Got two guys. Hits the post or a save there. Connor has it on the far side. Trying to get around his guy. He's making a change. Pass it off to Eddie. On the close side here. Down to Ty in the corner. Ethan with the shot. Eddie gets it. Get a fresh 30. Ty has it. Pass it over to Dowling. Up top on the far side. Needs a pick here. Pass it down to Ethan. Gets a shot. Gets another reset there. Nice work. Nice recovery by Teo. Over to Eddie on the close side. Back to Teo. Teo with the shot. Saved by Lane. Pass it off to Griffin. Griffin to Charlie. Another long pass and a quick change by Axemen. Over and back in by Hawks. Another save by Morgan. Axemen get it back in the corner. 3:45 left in the second. Axemen comes to the middle of the score. 4-3. Caden on the draw again. Won the draw back towards the goalie. Caden grabs it. Pass it up off the board. Eric grabs it at center. He's got a nice stick by the Axemen player. Stops that pass on would be a partial break. We got an injured player at the other end. Eric's coming off the floor there. Hopefully he's not much of an injury, but not looking good so far. Axemen start with the ball again in the corner. 2:31 left in the second. 4-3 Hawks. Nice save by Morgan. Ball gets down the floor. Gray grabs it. Goes behind the net. Pass it to Jamie up top. Jamie over to Dallin. Dallin still has it on the far side up top. Far out shot out. Crease violation. Axemen goalie takes over with the ball. He wants to talk more than grab the ball. Axemen bring it up. Ball gets partially loose there. Axemen have it down the corner. Ball's in the corner still. Ball doesn't get through. Axemen recover. Almost shot clock violation. Morgan pass it, hits the roof. Minute 4 left in the second period. Axemen regain possession of the ball here on the close side. Making a change. Have it on the far side. Trying to get out of the period here. Shot by Axemen. Doesn't get through. Hawks ball. Gray has it, pass it off to Ethan, makes a change. Ethan has it, 25 seconds left. Need a pick here. Ethan pass it down the corner to Caden. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Jeremiah on the close side. Trying to get to the net. Loses it. Over and in, but parried over. HOKS ball. Axemen took a little too long to get out. Ty brings it to the center. Shot misses the net. Ball goes all the way down the floor. Morgan comes out to pick it up. Makes a long pass. Intercepted by Axemen. Axemen got a couple. Saved by Morgan. Pass it up to Keegan. Keegan to Ethan. Just misses on the long pass there. Axemen grab the ball, bring it up. Cross it over to the far side. Ball's loose. Jeremiah grabs it, goes behind the net. Pass it over to Keegan. Keegan comes up the floor. It's like making a change here. Pass it off to AJ at center. AJ down to Eddie in the corner. Eddie to Jeremiah. Back to AJ, tries to, doesn't get through. Eddie picks it up in the corner, tries to. AJ grabs it. Shot clock violation. Axemen take over with the ball. Jack running it up the floor. Pass it over to the far side. Ball back to Charlie on this side. Shot from the outside by Jack, saved by Morgan. Axemen regained possession. Back to the middle. Saved by Morgan. Pass it off. Oh, guys, got to make our passes here. Axemen bring it up the floor. Down to the close side here. Shot from the outside. Got the rebound. Another save by Morgan. Pass it up to Ty. Ty fighting for the ball. Tail. Axemen get the ball. Dallin chasing his guy, keeping pressure on him. Doesn't quite get the ball knocked loose. Axemen have it on the far side, bringing it down. Cut to the middle. Tries a shot, doesn't get through. Ty brings the ball, trying to pick up the ball, gets it. HOKS making a change here. Pass it through the center. Lewis just can't quite grab it. Nolan has it. Pass it over to Ty on the far side. Keegan has it down low. Taking a shot, gonna make a shot here. Saved by the goalie. Trying to make a long pass here. Ball goes up into the roof. HOKS ball. Nolan passes it to Keegan. Keegan to AJ at center. AJ brings it over, puts it over to Jeremiah in the corner. Jeremiah brings it out front. Over to Dallin. Ball gets knocked loose. Partial break. Scores. 4-4. 15:59 left. Hayden on the draw again. Keegan wins the draw. Makes a long pass, doesn't connect. Axemen bring it up quick. 3-on-3 kind of start coming down. 5-on-5 now. Axemen have it on the far side. Axemen still have it. Cut to the middle. Far side. Saved by Morgan. Lewis tries a pass, gets knocked loose. Tries to pass to Keegan. Misses it. Axemen take over. Axemen have it on the far side. Bring it over to the close side here. Down to the corner, kick back to the middle. Face mask, goalie ball. Teo brings it up the floor. Jamie has it in the middle. Cuts around his guy. Axemen grab the ball. Partial 3-on-2 here. Save. Get the ball back. I see a shot missed the net. No. Hawks grab the ball. Gray brings it up the floor. Need some help here. Looks like Axemen's getting a penalty the last hit there. Ball down to AJ in the corner. Got 2 seconds on the shot clock. Power play for Hawks. AJ to Connor. Connor back to AJ. Back to Connor. Down to Dowling. Back to Connor. Back to AJ. Down to Dowling. Eric. Nice to see Eric back on the floor. AJ gets it back after the reset. Back to Gray. Crease violation. Oh, Axemen ball. Axemen bringing it up the floor. Axemen still have the ball in the offensive zone, looking to kill some time on the power play. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Morgan with the save. Almost sneaked through, but he got her. AJ brings it up the floor. Pass it off to Eddie. Eddie back to Ty. Ty down to Nolan. Nolan back to Ty. Back to Teo. Back to Eddie in the corner. Axemen have the ball. Shoot her down the floor because they're going to run out of time to get across center. Morgan passes it back up to Nolan. Nolan to Ty in the middle, up top. 16 seconds left on the power play. Eddie gets a shot. Misses the net, goes down the floor. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. 4 seconds on the power play. Eddie with another shot. Ethan with a nice try on the rebound. Axemen have it at center, bringing it up the floor. Ethan with a nice stick. Knocks the ball loose. Ball's loose at center. Axemen still had possession, so it's Ethan grabs it. Gotta wait for the whistle before you start. Axemen have it. Axemen trying to get through. Ball kind of loose in the middle there. Loose ball on Hawks. Axemen start with the ball in the corner. Axemen still have it in the corner. Back to the middle, over to the close side here. Morgan with the save. Pass it up to Eddie. Eddie gets across center. Pass it off to Eric. Eric to Dallin. Just bobbles it a bit. Pass was a little low. Ball gets loose. Hawks getting a penalty here. Axemen going to the power play. Axemen bring it down on the close side. Back up top. Back up top over to the far side. Jamie grabs the ball after the change of possession. Gets across center. Looking to kill some time here on the penalty. AJ has the ball. Gets around his guys. Gets a shot on net. Axemen changing up the lines. 1 minute 11 left on the power play. Axemen get a shot on net, saved by Morgan. Get a reset there. 49 seconds left on the power play. Axemen passing it around up top. Hits the post. Got another reset. 36 seconds left on the power play. Another shot. Saved by Morgan. AJ grabs it. He's got a little room. Keegan tries a little BTB as he's going by. AJ grabs it, brings it out of the corner. Penalty's gonna kill here. Power play's over, 5 on 5. Axemen finishing up their change. Pass gets by Jack on the far side. Back to the middle. Misses his pass. Dallin knocks the ball loose. Ty tries to grab the ball. Can't get it in the corner. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Shot clock violation. Hawks ball. Morgan has it. Passes it off to Caden. Caden to Eric. Shoots and scores. High 4. 6:11 left in the game. slipped up onto the side. Axemen gained possession off the drop. Axemen have it. Shot from far out. Axemen grabbed the ball back. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass it back out. Guy in the middle has it. Shoots and scores. 6-4 Axemen.
You get the pink slip and blow it on.
Hayden on the drop. Keegan grabs it off the drop. Runs down to the offensive zone. Cuts back to the middle. Allen gets a shot. Saved. Axemen bringing it up the floor. Pass it on to the far side there. Finishing up their change. Tries to pass through. Doesn't get through. Goes to Morgan. Morgan passes it off to Keegan. Keegan up to Lewis. Lewis up to Connor. Connor to Teo. Gets around his guy. Crease violation. Axemen bring the ball at the floor. Down to the corner. Back to the middle. Helmet on the goalie ball. Teo passes it off to Ty. Ty brings it up the floor. Takes a shot, misses the net. Goes over to Dallin. Dallin over to Gray. Gets a shot on net, save again. Recover the ball. Hit Jeremiah. Gets a shot, doesn't get in. They're on net. Pass it over to Dallin. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 3:21 left in the game. Jeremiah is fighting for it in the corner. Axemen come up with the ball. Axemen have a 2-on-1 here. Shot misses the net. Axemen grab the ball on the boards. Ty gets it, gets a bit of a lane. Pass it off to Eddie. 2:42 left in the game. 6-4. Eddie has it in the corner. 3 seconds, guys. Need a shot. Shot clock violation. 2-on-1 coming up here. Guys, get back. AJ grabs it in the corner. Has it behind the net. Passes it over to Eddie on the far side. Pass it off to Eric. Pass to the middle. Get a shot on net, saved by Morgan. Axemen grabbed the ball. Out of bounds. Hawks ball. Timeout, Hawks. All right, Hawks starting with their goalie pull. Keegan brings it up the floor. Hawks looking to get a goal here.
Doing what you're supposed to do. Kill the time.
"22 seconds left. Loose ball violation. Hawks ball.